the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm seeing a good one tonight. And we'll be seeing Zach Randolph in action in this one. And while he doesn't quite put up the big numbers he once did, he is still an absolute bulldozer, Kenny, out there at the 4 spot. And you can always pencil in a double-double.
Oh, you can. That's a bulldozer backing up.
Oh, backing up. I got you. He's a big guy, velvet touch, light around the rim, won't dunk at all, but this guy finishes with the best of them.
Yes.
The starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At point guard, at the other guard position, George Hill. The man in the middle from Florida, 6'11", number 13, Joakim Noah. At the point, at 6'3". Starting at power forward, at 7'0", number 16, Pau Gasol.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And in that game, guys, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Zach Randolph. Hill is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's George in at the small forward. Now here's Turner. The three. George, no good. Indiana on D. It's a
really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. The results wouldn't have looked anything like it did had it not been for their ability from beyond.
Exactly. They were spraying home threes at a huge rate.
Here's Barry. Following the basket by George Hill. Reed kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Pulls up. And the shot is good. Hill's got his second basket of the night. Indiana on D. Barry the pass to Reed. Randolph grabs the board. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to George. Randolph, a screen on Reed. And George kicks to Randolph. 6 to shoot. George against Reed. George, no good. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stolen by Randolph. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And George kicks to Ellis. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Randolph kicks to George. Some solid defense from Reed. Pacers on defense.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
A jump hook, and it's good off the glass. Reed's got 5 points so far. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now the Bulls with it. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight. The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Reed with the steal. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Randolph up top. Ellis outside. There's the screen. And here's George for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Alex Len's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jimmy Butler, and Roten subbed in for Barry. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Zach Randolph. Goodrich is checked in for George, and it's C.J. Miles in for Ellis. So it's Chicago now after Indiana gets the 3. Roten dishes to Reed, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Here is Miles. He had 10 points in the win against Utah. Pass to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Goodrich with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Hill has the open look. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Reed against Goodrich. Reed the pass to Antetokounmpo. Goodrich against Reed. Soft touch off the glass. Reed's got 15.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Jimmy Butler, who's checked in for Chicago.
Give him a hand. Come on, Chicago.
Pacers trail by 5. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hill drives in. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Here's Hill. Jimmy Butler. Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Alex Len. Saul comes in for Taj Gibson. Reedy's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and Barry subbed in for Roten. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Zeller. Randolph comes in for Jordan Hill. Paul George, he's checked in for Goodrich. And it's Ellison for C.J. Miles. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then it's Zach Randolph, and it's Turner in at the center position. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He ended with 10 points, but also came away with 5 big rebounds. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
All right, Doris, well, guys, coming off a...
He comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
This can't happen.
Pacers trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. A nice shot by Reed.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now here is Hill. 8 points for him. They grab their own miss. Turner. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. The Bulls leading by 11. To the inside. And it drops once again. The bucket from Reed. Reed's got 21 in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Hill. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 10 points for Hill.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Reed kicks to McGee. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Both free throws good from McGee. Pacers trail by 13. Hill dishes to Turner. Feeds it to Ellis. Picked by Randolph. Ellis outside. George with no one around. From outside off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
So for the Bulls, Antetokounmpo comes in for Pau Gasol. And Roten subbed in for Barry. Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. Goodrich comes in for Zach Randolph. George sets a screen for Hill. To the paint. And it's Hill with the jam.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Now here's Roten, and out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first.
Hey, Kevin, well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Just absolute domination in this one for Mr. Clutch. He's got 21 points and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Barry is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Reed in at the 3. Chicago leading by 15. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.